have the ideas. So I went ahead and I used some armor stands to make a little boat engine. This is like the ones that go on the back of small boats. It's almost to scale with actual Minecraft wooden boats, and it's meant to look like a little propeller with an engine on top. I don't know. I feel like it kind of looks like it. I'm a little new to this armor stand stuff, but you know, it looks like a boat propeller. I feel like the hardest part is just deciding what blocks to use. I've used pitcher pods for this, like the flower seeds. And I do think that it looks like a rusty old boat engine, which is perfect for the vibe that I'm going for in here. Speaking of vibes, while we're working on details, I decided to also go ahead and make a custom audio to go with the little armor stand work that we did here. The only problem is I don't have a music disc, so come on. Yep, perfect. Oh wait, there's 3 creepers. We're in Tango's area, but I'm sure he won't mind, right? No, don't explode. Don't explode. He won't mind. We have 1 creeper. There's actually a creeper over here right next to a skeleton, so maybe we'll just try it this way. Come on, in you go. Thank you. 2nd creeper in. Perfect. Yep. I'm fine. Sorry, Tango. I'll clean it up. Oh, this is working easily, though. Yeah. There we go! We got one! Nice. Zombies, you have got to go, dude. Nice! Okay. We got 2 discs! That's actually easy. Thanks, dude. I have to sleep in Vix Tango's area. It's fine. Nothing was ever exploded here. All under control, Tango. We have an audio player mod on the server, so what I've just done is turned this music disc into a special one that has a special sound. And in order to hear it, we just play it in a jukebox like normal as soon as I make a jukebox. Here we go. And I've put it on a very short range so you can only hear it when you're really close. As I walk away, it fades away. So I want it to be like when you're approaching some of the spooky areas, you hear your heartbeat and like some drones in the background and some splashes and stuff. It's very spooky. It's kind of inspired by Phasmophobia, where the ghost gets close to you and then you like hear your heartbeat. I really like that effect in horror games, so I'm going with it here. By the way, between the cut of me making the disc and putting it in the jukebox, there was an hour that passed there. Uploading audio file, not easy. Not easy, not fun. Did it though, nailed it. Thank you, Smallish Beans, for giving me a tutorial on that. You're the best, Joel. Now the next part of this very long journey in getting this to have a heartbeat is gonna be figuring out the redstone to get it to loop. And then I also have to have it activated, probably by a skulk sensor. Admittedly, there's probably going to be a learning curve here, but let's start by putting that in. Okay, so now when you're coming over here, you can't see the disc. You hear the heartbeat, not here, just when you're close.
ExxonMobil Low Carbon Solutions is making a big impact with the tiniest of molecules. Together, we can achieve a smaller carbon footprint, fast and at scale, and that's huge.
Oh, I think I like it. It's so subtle. It's so subtle. I don't even know if any of the hermits are going to come over here and even see that that's a thing, but it is a thing and I like it. It's all about the little details after all. My plan for the anthropologist's hut is pretty simple. I'm just going to decorate the inside here like a regular old home. You know, a little kitchen, a little place to eat, and then an area over here to display the jars of hermit heads. Very normal. But then at the end here, I would love to have a secret passage. Just a little flush trapdoor where you jump down into it and it leads to the anthropologist lab where she does the majority of the actual, you know, research. almost forgot how much I love detailing little interiors like this. I mean, look how quickly this is coming together. And we haven't even gotten to the most fun part yet. The more that I think about this layout, the more I think I want to have this actually as more of an unsuspecting bedroom of sorts. So you wouldn't expect the laboratory entrance to be down here, and we'll just do the random hermit heads scattered throughout the kitchen because I think that's weirder. And luckily at this point I could probably be considered a professional in the category of weirdness. Random painting of a person probably does actually fit in an anthropologist's house. Interior so far is looking very unsuspecting. Now for the fun part, the armor stands. I'm not sure if I should use white stained glass for the bottles or regular. I'm gonna start with white and see how it goes. And I'm definitely gonna need to grab my hermit heads. Where did I put all of my here they are. Yeah. We're gonna put Skiz in a jar. I'm gonna put the first jar right here on this shelf. So we have an armor stand mod that allows me to just click on the armor stand like this. I can have it show arms. I can then put the glass in there, swap it to the head, and then just use this. I'll turn the gravity on and just push it back into the block. I actually think I'm gonna tilt it a little bit just to make it look, I don't know, a little bit more interesting. Like just having it be off by a little bit makes it look like it's laid there rather than being lined up with the block. That looks pretty good, so we'll make that one invisible, and then we do another one. Let's do our scar head here in the kitchen, because I think it'll be funny. And now, obviously this looks a little bit weird right now, but we're gonna make it small, and I'm hoping it can just go in the jar like that. But if we need to, what we can do is we can swap to hand. Yeah. And then all we gotta do is move the arm up to the right position. Oh, this is gonna look perfect. Look at that. It actually looks kind of like a head in a jar. Yeah. Loving this so far. Now, this is definitely a vibe. Now we need to work on the basement laboratory. It's just going to be a tiny little room. I'm gonna do like the classic checkerboard on the flooring, and then maybe just like some sort of capsule thing with a hermit in it and like some desks and stuff. I don't know. I'm just kind of having fun with the details of things. This is so like a tiny little area that hardly anyone is ever going to see or find, but I feel like part of the fun of having a base on this scale is working on all of the tiniest little details. I just hear his noises.
He's so happy. I'm buying him out. It's like I finally made a sale. I've been wandering the server for days. Nobody wanted my stuff.
Poor guy. To be honest, I could hear him while I was working, but I thought he was in your video because I was watching your stream.
Okay.
Do you want to see my hermit heads?
Yes.
I put them in jars.
What a funny statement.
Put them in jars.
Not weird at all.
Yeah. I didn't think it was.
Jeff, are you okay?
Yeah, I got B-dubs in here.
You keep your hermit heads in jars. Wait, where's B-dubs? Oh my good. Oh, he's staring at the wall. I thought, oh, that's so nice. You let him look out the window, but no, he was just staring at the wall.
Well, he's dead.
Yeah. Preserved in a jar for forever. Someday maybe we'll have the technology, you know, to bring him back to life.
I hope not. He's probably mad at me.
Yeah. Do you want to keep the sender chest?
Sure, I guess.
Oh, I gotta pay you back somehow.
Do you think I'm poor or something? Yeah, okay, I'll take your ender chest.
Are you?
Kind of.
There you go.
I have lots of diamonds. I'm too lazy to make ender chests. What? I don't need this. I don't need 39 ender chests. Nobody needs 39 ender chests. Literally nobody. I'll take 4.
Okay.
This is a diffusive device, and these are natural plant-infused cores. Fume has no vapor, no nicotine.
My God.
like to be prepared, you know?
Oh my god.
I'll leave you to putting heads in jars, and I'll head back and
Yeah,
get
thanks.
my work done today.
Thanks.
Thank you. See you later.
Bye. Seriously though, an ender chest right here would give us just a few particles, and I want this to be like some sort of chamber with a hermit in it. A little creepy, I know, but we are going with a horror theme, and I feel like we've really failed to do a lot of horror themes recently, so this'll work. This'll totally work. Okay, that looks great for the main centerpiece, and now all I need is basically just a bunch of desks around here. Taking a quick break because I told Gran I would help him with the squid farm that he's making next door, and in order to build it, we need some allays. Luckily, I've been saving this one. And I just got music discs, so actually, really good timing. Here, buddy. Okay. Can we keep... How often can you duplicate? That's a really pretty disc. What disc is that? Mall. Huh. Aww.
These are our little friends.
These are our little buddies. Look at them.
I gotta be honest, I have no idea how allays work. I really genuinely don't.
Yeah. I gave him an ink sac, and I'm hoping that's about all that's required here.
How do you duplicate them?
Oh, it's easy. You play them some music, and then you give them some amethyst.
Of course!
Of course! It's really obvious how that would happen.
Of course! I'm so stupid.
Yeah. Come here. You want this? Yeah!
Yay! Okay.
No, we've got
You're
a button.
free
Oh, but
now.
he's gonna...
Bye-bye.
No, come back. Come back.
So I have purposefully not put the Guardians in the lake yet, which I'm really sorry. I have ruined it with pickles. It's
Yeah.
not pretty. It's not pretty at
It's
all.
a lot of pickles.
I know.
It's
But
so many
otherwise,
pickles.
we're just going to end up with tons of drowned. I mean, we can remove some and see what happens. But my understanding was you need to get rid of the drowned.
Yeah. It'll be fine. We can prettify the lake some other way.
Yeah, I mean, if we just put some more seagrass and stuff, maybe we can hide pickles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or not. Well, anyway, let's see if this actually works. This is Etho's design that I'm totally just stealing.
We love stealing from Etho. Oh, they're still drowned. More pickles, please.
Oh,
You got a friend out there.
it's collecting.
Yes!
Is he going back?
Yes! Look at him!
Oh!
Whoa! Okay, nice. Can you give this one some ink? He's inkless. That's how you tell him.
Okay, so
yeah.
how do we make sure that it falls in here? I think
Uh,
that threw it to you and not the note block.
No, let's test. I'll get away. There are not very many squid in here, Gran.
It's a work in progress.
There's squid over there behind the chain.
Yeah, don't need the flaws being pointed out before we've even got the Guardians in here.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh my goodness, it works. Okay, how do we stop them? Oh, do they just keep throwing them until they fall in?
Yeah.
Gem, don't tell him. You cannot tell him. But Etho's a bit of a genius.
He is a bit of a genius, isn't
I
he?
just
It's
don't-
disgusting, actually.
Just don't tell him.
Yeah. You can't know. They're
That's
so
smart.
cute.
Okay, is that it? We just need to get Guardians
Yeah,
in
no,
here
we
and then-
literally just need a way for the squid to die.
Okay.
Easy.
Really easy. Worryingly easy. Something's gonna go wrong.
Yeah. Well, I do remember Etho saying that his allays got a bit lost, so...
Yeah, well, that's where this came from. I'm pretty sure one of these fellas is Etho's ally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, look at them, wait. Look at them, they can't wait. Can't wait for it to get to the
They're
top.
so excited.
No, not to me, you stupid.
Oh. Wait, the note block's not going off, right? Because
Oh, because they're not
it's
close.
Skulk. It's Skulk. Do we need to put some redstone below that to keep it going?
Ethos didn't have any,
Yeah,
but he didn't have as big of an area.
But I feel like that's probably why they wandered off, right? Because
They were trying to find Etho. They were trying to find.
they need
okay.
to hear the sound, I think.
If I give you all this stuff, do you want to make a couple of stations, and I'll go and start moving over a couple of guardians?
Got it. Okay. Let's have a little look at what's Gran's done here. We've got 8 barrels, a skulk, and a note block, and some hoppers around. That seems pretty easy. I feel like I can handle that. You know, Gran's right. Making these is actually super simple. There's gotta be a flaw, but so far it does seem like the allays are all staying around, so very cool. All right, we've got 4 little allay stations here, and I think for safe measure, we can probably even continue duplicating the allay to get just a couple more. This is a huge area. Oh, they're so cute when they're dancing. I love allays. What an amazingly cute mob. I haven't done a lot with allays since the update, but I do just love them. Oh, I love it. Now we're just waiting for Gran to get back with the Guardians. Oh, I see Gran. Do you think he knows I'm just having a dance party out here while he does all the work?
They instantly despawned as soon as I put them through the portals, so we've only got 1.
Oh. Good.
It's okay. I
good
could get some more. I could get some more, but let's see if this works.
Yeah, he seems to be going after the squids at least, kind of.
He is, yeah. He's not fussed about the salmon, which is good.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna need quite a few more guardians, I think.
Yeah, more Guardians and maybe even more allays.
Yeah.
Big area you got here, Gran.
Yeah. It's a big lake. It's a big lake.
Big lake. I know this is probably silly, but while I'm waiting for Gran, I wanted to just see if I could make this look like a tiny little boat, because I think that it would just look a little bit better out here in the water. You know, if it had a little bit more decoration. Now what is going on here?
I hate them! I hate them!
Oh boy, I'm so glad that my job was just the allays. Hey, that doesn't look too bad. Let me steal some more of Gran's wood so I can keep building.
That's not a terrible idea. Gem,
What?
are you thinking what I'm thinking?
No, what's not a terrible idea?
Well, look, he still attacks the squid
Oh.
when he's in the minecart, so we could just position them under the collection,
Oh, and then you'll never lose them.
and then you'll never lose them.
That is
We're
so
smarter
smart.
than Etho.
You're
We're
so
smarter than
much
Etho.
smarter than Etho.
What?
Oh, you've improved his design, Gran.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Hee-hee-hee.
Did you do it?
I think so.
Okay.
The squid are gonna just run away.
Ah.
They're gonna squid away.
You would think a guardian could one-shot a squid.
Don't think they do.
Maybe Etho already thought of this.
Maybe Etho's been through the same process as us.
Maybe we're
Maybe-
not smarter than Etho.
Maybe he didn't even try because he already knew.
Yeah.
He didn't need to learn. He
Yeah.
already knew. Wait, that squid's going in for it. Go on. Nope, turn around.
Oh dear. After a little more thinking, we decided we would station just a few guardians around the main farm, and then also have some free roaming ones, in hopes of having a healthy mixture of both of our ideas.
It's a bit worrying because I've lost one.
What do you mean you've lost one?
It's just gone.
Ah, They don't have legs, Grin. They can't just go.
They're... I don't know where it is. Oh no.
Grin?
Oh, it's okay. It's on you. Okay. It's
I caught it.
Everything's
I
fine. Somehow this worked out. I don't think this has ever happened ever.
I have a guardian on my head, Grin.
I'm shocked.
Me as well. Oh no!
No!
Come on! I caught it!
Why did that happen?
Oh!
Here we go.
Oh, nope, not me.
He should end up
Go on, buddy.
sitting on the sea lantern, please.
Yeah!
Yay!
Nailed it.
This is your chance to get 2 top-of-the-line trimmers on the low. I was browsing the Manscaped website and something caught my eye. This is the Beard and Balls bundle. Let's check it out. Looks like it has the beard hedger. No surprise. Right away, it feels perfect for shaping my beard. It just feels professional. It's waterproof, has a titanium-coated stainless steel blade, and can trim up to 20 different lengths with one adjustable guard. Because you don't want to use your beard trimmer on your balls, this bundle also comes with the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. It takes...
Look at him go.
Last one. Touchdown.
Nice.
Okay, tidy this up. We've got a few free roaming.
Yeah.
We've got 4 stationary ones. It's a squid right there. It's a squid. There. 15 blocks. That's
No,
less
not
than
me.
15.
It's officially the next day, and you know what? All things considered, this is not that bad of an ink farm. It's still a mess around here. I think Grian wants to make a few more adjustments, but I think that it's actually going to work pretty well, especially since me and Grian spend so much time in this area, and so does Tango. So yeah, I think it should be totally fine. Now, I wanted to show you an update on the interior that I was working on before I got all distracted. This is the anthropologist's house. Probably not at all accurate to real life anthropologists. I do want to also do some type of archaeological site in the mangrove somewhere, just like some coarse dirt and some bones and stuff. We're not quite there yet on the terraforming, but we'll get there. We'll get there. For now, yep, heads in jars, and then, of course, a secret laboratory, which I've added a sound effect. How's that? We've got subject etho. I imagine we could study any hermit in here. We've got like a little miniature lab set up. I like it, okay? It just adds a little bit of detail. It's fun, it's creepy, it's a little hidden room. I feel like it's nice. That hidden room was extremely inspired by the hide and seek game that I just played with a bunch of my friends. Sorry, I took a little break from Hermitcraft, but hide and seek is a lot of fun, and it definitely inspired some of the details that I want to do around this base. I absolutely
Looking for a reliable, high-quality commercial vehicle from a top manufacturer? We have hundreds.
I was just at the grocery store buying drinks to try to lure some people over to my house to flip the boat over tonight. And I ran into somebody who watches my videos. That's never, ever, ever happened before. So shout out to Mike. I should have recruited him to come help. This is so exciting. I feel like I'm starting a whole new project. Left my friends inside. Spent the entire morning shopping for supplies. I don't know why I always think it's gonna be just a quick run to the store. It never works out that way. I don't even have anywhere near what I actually need still. This is actually really exciting, you guys. Because today, I'm starting on what will eventually be the walls of the cabin. Finally. Starting the house part of the houseboat. The fun part in my mind. We'll see if I regret saying that. super quick, almost too quick, because I've already run out of stuff I can do. The only thing I'm worried about with these is that they're not perfectly flat this way. I think it'll be okay. Would be better if they were perfect, but these were the only pieces of these that they had, and I only got 4 and I needed 6, so I'm gonna have to go back at the end of the week when they get a new delivery, but I don't know, hopefully it's fine. But now I gotta go back to the store because I couldn't find any of the other dimensions that I needed. I don't know why, every time I need a bunch of supplies at the same time, it's like one store carries each of the things that I need. I don't know why it always works out that way, but good thing the actual building part is going well because the shopping part is not. Okay, what? Make it right and then left by cutting the notches at an angle the same as part number 4 but at opposite ends. Okay. The boat's flipped, by the way. My neighbor did poker last night, and he recruited all of the players to come flip it for me, and I paid them with a plate of cookies. Not a bad deal for me. Okay. Yes. Understood. Alrighty. Okay, this is going really quick. I think I'm ready to start assembling the first wall. Wow, one day after I flipped the hole and the house part is already coming together. I think it's important to mention that I am always immediately very doubtful about stuff like this. Magic Mind sent me a package of their mental performance elixir to try. I'm now on day 8 or 9 of taking these, and every time I do, I can feel a little bit more of my skepticism melting away and evaporating. I've never been a big caffeine user, but I do regularly, every single day, have a crash. I'll hit a wall almost every single afternoon, especially when I'm building, where I feel like my energy is depleted, I have a hard time focusing, staying productive. I mean, I don't really need to tell you guys. If you've watched even a handful of my videos, you've definitely seen this. Magic Mind sent me these shots. I've been taking one every day, and I was, and still am, totally shocked to see that crash in productivity just completely disappear. Whenever I take this stuff, I just feel like I'm able to be in my most alert and focused state of being all the time instead of like 1 or 2 hours per week. I even skipped this one day thinking it must all be in my head, and if that wasn't the slumpiest, loseriest day of all days. Magic Mind uses ingredients like matcha, mushrooms, all third-party tested for safety. Unfortunately, there's not enough time here to go into all the details of why this stuff makes for more sustained energy, less stress, and better sleep than your typical caffeine fix. But you can learn all about that and also get a discount on your order if you click the link in the description. This stuff has really overhauled my productivity and focus, and I'm honestly surprised at how genuinely I want to recommend this to all of you, and also just to everybody I know in real life. So go ahead and check it out, and I'm going to take all of this energy and get back to the boat. Start assembly with part 2 and 3, creating a long L. The end is cut 12 degrees. got my excuse to buy the cordless brad nailer I've been wanting for like 2 years now. Whoa, did that work? Oh yeah. Holy crap. This thing is awesome. No more lugging around an air compressor for me. Okay, I don't know if I used enough glue. Never used Gorilla Glue before. I also am now wondering if I need to actually start over with 1x4s that are not wonky. This thing is sweet though. Love this. Oh no. Oh no. That's not good. That's bad, that's really bad. Okay, I don't know about this. Let's try it, I guess. What do I have to lose? I actually feel like if I can get these nailed in really well, it might pull the whole thing out of wonk. Maybe. Let's see. Okay, well this is kind of a waste of time, I think. Because none of the edges are flat, so they're not fitting together. And starting to build the cabin feels like I'm starting over on a blank slate. And I don't want to start the very first thing on that blank slate with this uneven, wonky material. So I'm gonna have to wait till Friday till Lowe's gets their restock. And not start over completely, but start over mostly. Well, if nothing else, I'm getting a lot faster and better at fixing my own mistakes. Much better. Looks a little bit like a wall. Starting to, anyway. So this is gonna be the entire cabin size. 1, 2, 3 steps long. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna see if I can use the top piece that I already cut out of the crappy wood. Might as well just check. Okay, I think I can make this work. Okay, just realized why everything's slightly off is because I did this first thing an inch further forward than it was supposed to be, and then I measured everything else off of that one. Ah! Please don't destroy everything. Oh, I did a really good job. Damn it. Oh, okay, okay. We are okay. Glad the glue wasn't dry yet. Although, I'll be honest, I'm a little bit concerned about how easy those were to pull off. 34 3/8. 4 days. Okay. Hey. Woohoo! I'm gonna let that glue cure a little bit. And while I do, time for another coat. A surprising number of people, I mean, it's really on me, I shouldn't be surprised anymore, but I am, told me that they were worried that the boat wasn't going to fit on the trailer. You guys know I have a tape measure, right? I actually have like 3. I mentioned in, I think it was the last video, that we didn't plan on this being a perfect finish. Not even close. But I'm overall quite happy with it. There's a few areas that I might decide to try to touch up at some point. A few places where the epoxy dripped down while I was putting the runners on and then I never sanded it back down. A couple places where you can see the transition from one sheet of fiberglass to the next. So someday that might be important enough for me to try to fix. Not today, not anytime soon. I'm fine with how it looks and I love the color. The color is still perfect. Time to cut out the cute little window curves. I think I'm gonna bring the router back out for this one.
Well, in the boat here.
Okay, I'm not sure it's actually worth routering because it doesn't look that good. This side's, I don't love that side. What if I just cut this in half? What to do? Oh, that could work. Okay, I think I like that better. Obviously, I cannot use the router for that. I'll just use the jigsaw. Look at that wall. That part is gonna be solid plywood. I don't have enough plywood left. I'll have to go get some tomorrow. But the rest of it's pretty much there. And look how nice it looks. Oh my gosh. Should I try and see how it looks on the boat? What the heck, you guys? Looks like a houseboat. This is so cool. How is it possible I was buying this lumber this morning? Okay, so now all I have to do is do all of that again, except the parts where I messed up, and I will have 2 walls. I just wasted like 20 minutes just staring at it. I'm gonna see how quickly I can do this second wall. Now that I did one, I feel like the second one should be easier. I already have several of the pieces cut out. It's 10 right now. I feel like 2 or 3 hours would be a good and achievable goal. Let's see. Already ran into my first issue. I forgot when I went back to get the 1x4s, forgot to get more 2x2s. So I was just gonna cut this leftover 2x4 in half. It's not long enough. I already gotta make a supply run. So I'm gonna take back the things I didn't use, get another 2x2. I think that's all I need at Lowe's, right? Yeah. Well, it's a bit of a dramatic morning at the Lowe's return counter, so it is now 10:59, an hour in, and I'm about ready to get started. Honestly though, it's like this more often than not. I'm the biggest idiot in the world. I thought I already had 2 of these made and I only had 1. So I didn't buy enough. Ugh. I can't believe this. I gotta go back. Ugh, so stupid. Why didn't I just buy an extra? Okay, 11:48. 2 hours in. Okay, I'm gonna wait till the glue dries a little bit more before I cut the arches out, but once I do that, then the second wall is done. Other than the gaps where it's gonna be solid plywood, because I decided I'm gonna have to go get more plywood for several things coming up, so I'm gonna wait and figure out what all I need and get it all at one time. Second wall down. It's actually only 3.5 hours from this morning when I said I was gonna try for 2 or 3 hours, so I didn't do that bad considering 2 trips to Lowe's and a phone call in the middle of it. I'm so excited about the walls though. With paint and now with this, I'm finally starting to see a glimpse of what this thing is supposed to look like when it's done. So I have to get back to working on the hull. This is not the order I'm supposed to go in. I just thought maybe working on the walls would be a morale booster, and it was. That's it. Goodbye. I'm about to try Magic Mind for the first time. It smells delicious. I don't know why I was assuming this was gonna be something gross. It's not gross. I'm feeling very low on energy, so I'm hoping this helps because I have some important stuff to get done on the boat today. Day 2 of Magic Mind. I actually forgot to take it this morning. Now it's afternoon. I feel like I'm crashing a little bit. I normally do it this time of the afternoon. So I'm gonna see if this helps. It actually is kind of good. It's like an hour later, and I just realized I do not feel the crash anymore. It's 5:30, and I'm about to go home and work on the boat for a few more hours. I don't know. 8:30 p.m. Just got done working for the day. I have as much energy as ever. Ow. Day 3, just finished painting the boat, and now I have to edit an entire
Week 17 of Rammed Earth Greenhouse. There have been 3 people working on it and 1 architect. Since we're not working on it full time, it's been a project that's lasted about the past year, well, 11 months to be exact. During week 17, what was put on was these air vents up at the top and the bottom, put in the rafters, and I just got notification that the polycarbonate sheets, which are on top of the roof, the clear things, are going have been shipped. I ordered a few more, and those are going to go right in the south wall. So the south wall will be a double wall. It's going to go in front of this wood, and it'll be a double wall. There'll be a 12-inch gap in between the thermal mass of the rammed earth wall and the polycarbonate sheets, and there will be the ability for the air to come out through these holes, but also go into the greenhouse through these holes so that the wall can breathe. The air will be circulating through the PVC pipes and then coming up through the rafters in the roof. In the summertime, these vents will be open so that the building doesn't get too hot, but in the winter they'll be closed to create heat, and this way the building will stay between 65 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit all year long. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Next week, we hope to put
Hello everyone, my name is Bash and welcome to another Minecraft tutorial. Today's farm is featuring
ExxonMobil Low Carbon Solutions is making a big impact with the tiniest of molecules. Together we can...
Hi, I'm Kix. In this video, I will show you how to build an individual module like this one that has the capability to be stacked like so. This farm can produce 42,000 wheat per hour, or up to 137,000 drops per hour when growing potatoes or carrots. Each wheat layer produces 360 wheat nuts.
Never farm crops or run out of food again when you build this super easy and efficient villager auto crop farm that produces infinite potatoes, carrots, beetroot, and wheat inside of Minecraft. Now in terms of locations, to set up this villager auto crop farm that I've designed myself, I would pick an area that's not at a village but close enough to one that you can easily transport villagers from that village to your farm location. For the actual farm build, you're going to need at least 5 stacks of potatoes or carrots or beetroot seeds or wheat seeds. You'll want 4 minecarts with hopper, 4 water buckets, 5 stacks of dirt, 40 building blocks, and about a stack and 24 of slabs, 4 composters, 4 light blocks, 10 hoppers, 4 rails, 1 lightning rod, as well as 10 chests. This farm is super simple and it does require 5 villagers, and to transport those you'll want some boats, as well as some rails and powered rails and some redstone torches, some minecarts, and some temporary blocks. Start by getting all of your dirt as well as chests and hoppers. The center of the farm is going to be where we place this one double chest. Then on top of that double chest we want to place 4 more double chests, and while we move upwards, simply place a hopper into the chest on the side there so that the items move down and store correctly. And of course you can always make your storage system bigger than this if you want, but it doesn't need to be. Now into this top hopper, place a hopper going downwards and a hopper in each one of the sides to make a plus shape of hoppers where they all funnel into the main system. Then place a dirt block in each one of the corners, and from this corner we want to go out 9 blocks total. So it's 9 blocks this direction, then turn and go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and do the same thing on every other side to make 4 9x9 squares. Now that these squares are here, you want to fill them all the way in, except you do want to leave the central block to be empty, as that's where the water source for each one of these farms is going to go. And that should use exactly all of our dirt blocks. Now take your 4 water buckets, or this technically could just be 1 water bucket and an infinite water source, 5 stacks of potatoes, the building blocks, as well as composter and shroom light. And for each water source, place down a mangrove slab, then water, then a composter, and a shroom light on top of the composter. Just be careful to press shift when you're placing that shroom light on the composter, because you can actually compost shroom lights if you're not careful. And of course you don't necessarily have to use shroom lights, just some sort of light block. Technically even a solid block on top of here with torches around it would work. It just wouldn't look very good. Get out a hoe and till every single dirt block in the entire build, as all of this will be farmlands that the villagers will be working on. 1 piece of farmland per villager. And be sure to till absolutely every single block here, because of course there's no way for the farmer villagers to till the dirt blocks back into the tilled farmland, and so if it is converted you're going to have to manually fix that. Now go throughout the entire farm and plant down a potato on every single piece of cropland. Doesn't have to necessarily be potatoes. Definitely carrots and potatoes are the most efficient things to use, but you could also place down wheat seeds or beetroot seeds if you want. If you want to have this farm produce multiple types of crops, you're going to want to have the crops be all the same in each field. So for instance, you could have 1 field be potatoes, 1 field be beetroot, 1 be wheat, and 1 be carrots, but you would not want to have a field be a mix of wheat and carrots, just because then each villager only has 1 type of crop in their inventory, which makes everything a lot simpler and easier to deal with. And now all the farms are planted. Now we need to divide all of these different fields so that the villagers do not interact with each other, only with the villager in the center. We're going to place down a slab on each of the corners here like this, and on top of that place 2 mangrove planks, and from those those planks build outwards each direction so that you're one block from the edge, just like this. This will stop the villagers from trying to breed with each other, or even just from wasting time doing interactions, as this makes them only be able to either interact with the villager that they're giving the food to, or to do their farming. Once these lines are down here like this, they want to grab these slabs, and starting one block lower, just down here, place them going all the way around the entire farm's edge, on the lower half of this block. The mangrove around the edge of the farm has now been placed down. Of course you can use whatever materials you want, I just used mangrove because it looks cool. Grab all the rest of the materials in the shulker box. But the only things we're going to use for now is simply placing down a rail on every single edge here of the centerpiece. Then just with some temporary blocks, bridge out till you're over the center, and go 5 blocks from the top of the villager's head when it will be there, so that would be right here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up there place a lightning rod. This will protect the entire farm from those villagers by accidentally turning into witches, and if you think the chance of that is far too low, recently I actually had an area where I lost 3 of my best villagers because I did not have lightning rods there to protect them. Now we're going to save these 4 slabs and minecarts with hoppers for a little bit later, because now it's time to get our materials together to bring the villagers over to this farm. To start, let's quickly build the infrastructure to get the villagers into the farm. Start a little bit away from the farm and start placing down blocks in sort of a staircase shape. Then make that dirt just go over the edge, looking into one of these sections here. Also with the dirt, you can sort of place down areas where tracks will go that will lead into all the other parts of the farm. And you can even place down rails on all of these if you want to. And then of course on the area here that's the incline, be sure to put down some powered rails and a redstone torch. Maybe even 2 if it needs it, so that the villagers can be directed into each section of the farm. Now for instance, you can see right here that there is a village that is actually decently close to where our farm is. So in a scenario like this, for instance, it shouldn't be too hard to transfer villagers from that village all the way over to our farm. Something also incredibly important is that you are not getting employed villagers. These villagers should be completely unemployed, although not nitwits, and the reason why is that if they are employed as a farmer already, then basically that farmer villager will have crops that are in its inventory that are extremely hard to get out of their inventory, so it's a much better idea to get a villager that's never been a farmer, so that you can start from scratch there and give it the crops that you want it to farm. Oftentimes, if you don't want to spend a lot of rails too, using boats is a really great idea because it can be very easy to move quickly with them if you have any rivers nearby that village. You could also fully transport the villagers with minecarts if you want, if you'd rather not use boats. Maybe even pathways through the nether can be a good idea sometimes. It all depends on where this is being set up. And once you've gotten to the closest place where you can bring the villager, then what you want to do is you want to surround it with some dirt blocks so it cannot escape in any direction, and put some rails and a minecart in front of it, and break the boat, and then try and get that villager to be trapped inside of the minecart. And although the villager will not naturally cross the rails, if the minecart is on a corner there, the villager should just hop right in, and then from there, using segments of rails and powered rails, just guide the villager with those rails all the way over to the farm. The good thing too is that once that rail network has been made, then you can just reuse it for all the different villagers to easily transport them from one area to the other. And this villager should be automatically placeable in that minecart into one of the 4 farming sections. Just be sure that the villagers that you bring in are unemployed. And once one of the villagers has gone into one of the sections, simply break the blocks around there and replace it so that the next villager is automatically directed to the next section that you want them to go. And now that this villager is here, we'll rearrange the tracks again, getting our other villagers pushed up into the system. You could always bring all of your villagers over first and then load them into here one by one. It's whatever you want. You also want to sort of rearrange the tracks so that one of them goes straight forward into the center, and have your 4th villager end up right there. And we'll just push the final villager on its way into the last section. And now get rid of all the temporary dirt and tracks up here. And now we'll grab the rest of the items from our farm build and start by placing some dirt temporary blocks around here so that the villagers can simply not go into each other's sections. Though technically the rails stop them, sometimes they won't always follow that. And you want to break each of their minecarts with an axe or a sword, it's whatever you want. You'll notice as soon as you do this, this villager will become a farmer and will start farming those potatoes. And of course, if any blocks were turned into dirt, be sure to till them back into farmland. Now for the central villager here, break the minecart and try and get that villager into the center. You can sort of lead it by placing down these minecarts with Hopper. We want to get it till it's fully central there. Villagers will never cross rails, so once there's rails on either side, just slightly push that villager so that it's perfectly centered, and once it is, then replace down all those minecarts with hoppers, being sure that they're aligned correctly, and basically put a dirt block on top of each one of the corners here, so that the villager is fully surrounded like that. Then put a mangrove trapdoor, each facing a different direction on the side, and fold them in just like this. And what this pattern will do once you break these dirt blocks is it'll make it so that the villagers can go up and interact with the central villager. However, they cannot see any other villagers but the central one, so they'll never try breeding with any of the other villagers, and because this villager will never get food, they'll never try breeding with it either. Also, these minecarts in the ground are actually safe from being moved, because villagers will never try walking over rails, so as long as the rails are on top of that there, the system should work perfectly. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this villager crop farm that I designed.